We're here doing Texas music is what we're pushing. We've got all kinds of stuff going on this evening. We've got a little steamroller action, some riddling kids for all you, well, it could be punk, could be supposed to be ska, but real fast rock. What is that called, that new stuff?
Rock.
Rock. It's that new rock that's out. Yeah, we're hanging out with Bobby and Jason from GODZILLA Motor Company. Oh, yeah. I want to talk about this. This is really cool, and this is. I've been a big fan of yours, Jason, since I remember moving into town, and you were singing then for a band called Watchtower back in the day, and. It's really cool to do live television with you because you are Jason McMasters, and it's really cool. And I'm glad that you hooked up with my boy Bobby. And
you know what? I am too, man.
You know, I'm just saying, man. I mean, you're the Austin. What do y'all call that? The little legendary. You're a legend, dude. Or is that what it says? It on paper. You know, I'm just waiting. Dave Pruitt, see his name in there too. Legend. Legend. You want to hug? We're on live TV. We can't hug. So you've been working on some video.
I'm old.
Lately. You see, but you don't look at.
That's what you're telling. That's what you're saying.
Well, he took on us youngins.
Old school.
And I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, you go, little 20-year-old.
I thought that was all right. I mean, you know, being about 20.
Yourself?
Myself.
So I'm just saying it's really cool.
No, it's right on, and I'm having a lot of fun with these guys too. And I've known Bobby a while, and you know, I knew Ben since he was real young, and Chris, you know, I've only known since he moved to Austin, basically, and so.
Yeah.
Right.
But
yeah, I mean, it just sounds good, man.
Well, it's certainly a thing. It's about the crew before it was the songs, because you know we just had some good cats, and we knew the songs were going to come. So busted ass for a couple years, and you know now we got a nice set of songs.
You were doing this without really a singer. You were singing most of the stuff, weren't you? And you were going through a bunch of bass players.
Yeah.
And it was. And how
just fighting that good fight until you figure out that formula.
And then how did you hook up with Jason singing and playing bass?
Hooked up with Jason. I had seen him at the Austin Rehearsal Complex, jamming with this band, and I thought, which was a hard band, and he was playing guitar, and I was like, wow, far out.
Far out.
I just didn't really.
Not showing your age.
I had
Terminal.
Gosh, that's wild.
Was it Terminal?
Yeah, it was Terminal.
Terminal 46.
And I just thought, wow, he likes this. He likes the heavy, Holmes.
Yeah.
And,
because you came from very, very heavy.
Yeah.
And then you went to a more commercial, successful rock sound with Dangerous Toys singing with them.
I like it all.
Yeah. But that was really cool too. I mean, sorry, was that you on the Wrecking Ball? Was that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You got to bring that up, don't you?
No, but
you know,
it's so cool to make a video riding a wrecking ball.
I stole that from Udo Dirksnyder.
I don't care, dude. You're riding a wrecking ball, dude.
I stole that from Udo Dirksnyder.
You're talking to the old
people don't even know who Udo Dirksnyder
guy I am with my arm flying. So I mean, it's all good, dude.
Right on.
You know, it really.
Right on. I love you too, baby.
You know,
You're
riding a wrecking ball.
You're badass.
You gonna ride a wrecking ball, Bob?
I've chosen not to.
You're gonna drive the cool ZZ Top hot rod thing, action.
Most likely.
Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, ooh.
You can tell. Now, how did you hook up with Johnny Medina doing your new video?
I think it was harassment from Johnny.
Yeah, he came to us. He spoke up.
Bobby.
He spoke up.
Yeah.
He came and he said, you know,
hey,
I'm gonna make a GODZILLA Motor Company video.
Yeah.
He said that. He said, I will make. Oh yes.
Dude, how do you do that? Have Johnny Medina just walk up to you and say, because I mean, he did that. I remember the classic Agony column. Boy, that's old school right there.
Yeah.
Classic Agony column, mosh pit thing going on.
Yeah, and he did the Pariah video.
And the Pariah video with the little.
Had international acclaim.
International acclaim.
That's right. MTV.
The whole bit.
Johnny Medina.
Dude, that is cool. Produced by and. Yeah, but I mean, you're talking about he does a lot of photography.
No, he's been you know, he's taken everybody's band photo in this town, you know.
No, he's never come up to me and said, I want to take your picture, Nathan. I don't know what y'all are.
Why not? What does that say? But anyway, more about us.
Yeah. So anyway, can you like stand in front of him?
But that is cool. So
Medina came to us, you know, and was just
excited
so excited that he did, and it's like, man, Johnny, what are you talking about? Let's go.
Saw us play live a couple times and just said, man, I'm gonna get some digital gear and I'm just gonna go. And I've been to his place working on this stuff. You know.
He also does photography and la 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 la.
For real.
for like the real deal.
For real, yeah.
So where he's actually, I can't say what I want to say, but he's actually a photographer slash video guy.
Well, he needs to.
It's not like he works
needs,
another job, too.
He needs to be a millionaire. He really does need to be a millionaire.
Quality.
Actually, you know what? He runs sound for Marshall Ball.
Oh, my. And old Liberty, that's old school Liberty.
Yeah,
Way too loud. I think that's where Bobby learned how to mix way too loud. It's from
Johnny Medina.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thanks, Johnny. It's all your fault.
Johnny likes the rock.
He likes it.
And he speaks Spanish and carries a gun.
So,
That's right.
I don't know, man, this is old school. He speaks
Yeah, I think we're over
Spanish
people's
and
head.
he carries,
Johnny speaks Spanish
Yeah.
and he carries a gun.
That's right.
Something like that, right?
I wish you knew who Johnny. I wish you knew
Here we
Johnny
go.
Medina. Come on.
Here we
Show-
go, Johnny.
Go ahead,
Come
just
on,
one
dude.
second.
Just say hi, dude.
You probably
Let me get a
recognize
chair.
Johnny
That's it.
from,
Yeah. From hanging out. Dude, this
Here's
is
one
cool.
close by.
He's a little gray now and moves a little slower, and he doesn't have a BFH
But
on his.
check out the skids he's got on. He's got cowboy boots with Doc Martin soles.
No.
Look at that
Yeah.
shit.
That is cool. Ladies and
That's
gentlemen,
right.
Johnny Medina.
Hi, Nathan.
Hello, Johnny. That's cool. Thank you for stepping up.
Johnny.
That's cool. So, what made you want to go? I don't have another live. Can you?
I got it.
Thank you.
I
Watch
got it
this.
right here.
Live TV, people. Johnny Medina, Godzilla Motor Company. That is cool. So
I had
what?
been on the road. I had been on the road for about a year, and then I got back into Austin. Wanted to hang out with some of my friends. And They said Jason's new band is playing over at Stubb. So I walked in, sitting at the bar. It's in between bands at this point. People are talking, people are hanging on each other, and I'm ordering my drink, my Jack and Coke as usual.
As usual. So
And
if
then
you
they're
see
setting
Johnny,
up
Just
the
so you
equipment.
know.
They're setting up equipment behind me on stage, and suddenly I hear this guitar go. And I thought, man, I have not heard that sound in a long time. I
Right.
like this. I think I'm gonna dig this.
right?
So I watched the show and I loved it, and I told Jason, man, I really dig it. Do you have something I can take home with me, a CD? And he said, yeah, I'll get you something done.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
about a month later, I get my CD and I listen to it and I start digging the songs and come on, take some photographs. I did their CD cover for one of their demos, and that came out really good. I do a lot of photography. Got into digital photography about 2 years ago, and now I'm getting back into making music videos, except now we're doing it full digital. Everything from the camera to the editing to the final product.
Right.
So,
2000, baby.
so yeah.
Year 2000, baby.
So this
Yeah.
video that we're about to watch was shot with one camera at the end of a stick.
You gonna be
Literally
giving
at
out
the end of a
secrets
stick.
here, or are you gonna
I
just-
did not look through the viewfinder at all. I just kind of put
Did
a
it.
camera at the end of a monopod. Actually, it's a very small digital camera. So I just kind of waved it over the band for 40 minutes, then brought Jason over to my little studio, and we did the lip sync the vocal just to make it look real. And
Right. No.
then spent 30 hours editing, and
Was it 30 hours that you spent editing?
Yeah.
So from all the footage of the 40 minutes or whatever you filmed, you went ahead and put all that together with the little camera on a stick.
a little camera on a stick.
God
this
dog it, man. I don't know.
Hot dog.
How do this is a little different.
This is the
digital
Blair
hot
Witch
dogs.
Project of music videos.
I love that.
This is it.
Oh,
That's exactly
man.
what it is.
You can't
We
get
need
a
to
bigger
bill
setup
it.
than
We need
that,
to bill
yeah?
it like that.
Yeah. Well, why don't one of y'all just set this up, man? This is CapZeyeZ. I'll let them talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. The fabulous Godzilla Motor Company, Bobby. Good
We
friend
want to
for
turn you
forever.
on to a video called Wreck, Holmes. Are you ready? Are you ready, Johnny Medina production?
Yeah.
Wreck, Godzilla Motor Company.
Cool.
Are you ready? All right.
Dig it.
Get
I
off
can't
that
wait.
15 days of 007 and watch some